Welcome to Life and DNA with Amanda Renee. I'm so glad you joined me today. Let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Life and DNA with Amanda Renee. I'm Amanda. Welcome to my podcast. If you are watching on YouTube and you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Let's see, this one is going to be just a little short update on my Hashimoto's journey, and I have a big announcement for my channel. And yeah, so that's what this particular episode and video are going to be. And then if you see my next one and I'm wearing the same thing, it's because I have to record two today. But yeah, so Hashimoto's update. I should be finally getting my test results from my cycle mapping test. I have not heard from my doctor yet. I know she knows I have an appointment in 2 weeks or a week and a half now. And I'm guessing she's just waiting for that, even though it's driving me nuts not knowing. And so, yeah. And I called the company because the cycle mapping test was something she ordered for me, but I paid for, and quite a bit of money for, out of pocket because insurance doesn't pay for it. And so, to be honest with you, I'm pretty pissed off that I can't just get my test results. I called them, and I'd read on their website what their policy was. I don't necessarily agree with it, especially because, it's my hormones. What's it going to tell me? But they said if you request it after your doctor's already received it, that you have to wait 7 days. And then they send you a link. So I will get to see my test results a week before I go see my doctor. And she's already had the information for a week and a half and hasn't called me about it. So not very happy about that. Because I know something's going on. I know my hormones are off, like bad, and I'm ready to get this, figured out and get it working. And I don't really want to have to wait a few more weeks to get help, but that's the way our system works, unfortunately. I'm hoping that I can, once I get my hands on the results, I can take it to my other doctor, and maybe, just maybe, she'll know enough about hormones to kind of help me out, even before my gynecologist does it, or at least have a plan that she can put in place as soon as I've talked to my gynecologist. That is my goal. Let's see. I have been on the semaglutide now. I will be paying for my third set of shots coming up, so that means I've had about 9 shots, I believe, 9 or 10 shots. I have to give myself a shot this week because tomorrow's the 4th of July, and that's my shot day, and they're closed. And that'll give me practice for when I'm on vacation, and I have to give myself a shot. So I'm going to have to be a big girl and give it to myself. My husband said he would do it, but I need to just try. If I can't make myself, then I'll let him. But I think he's going to have a little too much fun trying to give me a shot. So there's that. I lost a little over 2 pounds last week. So I'm down almost 13 pounds, which is awesome for me because in over a decade, I've not been able to lose more than 5 pounds at any given point. So I'm excited. I am going to have to weigh myself at home, and so my numbers might be off for the next few weeks when I have to give myself the shot. I'm going to try to weigh myself in about what I normally wear to the doctor's office when I do that tomorrow. But, it's my home scale versus the scale they have, so I don't know what that's going to show. Yeah, so just trying to keep up with that. and I want to do better about eating healthy. Right now, the cost of groceries, like, it's stupid crazy, and trying to put money back for vacation, so I haven't splurged on food for me to just eat. So I'm just kind of eating what everyone else eats, but less of it. Yeah, but eventually I do want to get where I can, eat a little healthier than what I am doing right now. And I wanted to let you know, for anybody that has Hashimoto's, if you're struggling with it, if you know someone that is struggling with it, or even thinks they might be. I know I have family members, my sisters, I keep trying to get them to go and get tested. Every time they try to go, their doctors just run the basic panel. If you think you have Hashimoto's, or you are really thinking you have a thyroid issue, there are very specific things that you need tested. And I've created a spreadsheet to keep up with my personal blood work. But I wanted to make it available to anybody that that would like to have it. And, if you don't know what to look for, it's listed in the spreadsheet what to look for. And I personally keep track of my own blood work so that I can have an easy look at it and see, what's improving, what's not. If you have Hashimoto's, a lot of times you have to change doctors a lot, or just in my case, I've had several doctors, they've left the place where they were and I can't use them anymore, and I've had to switch doctors multiple times, and I have multiple doctors for the different things going on. And so having this spreadsheet has helped me. I've had my doctors request it from me, especially when you've had previous work done, and then they can see it. It just gives them a glance, and if you're like me and you like to keep track of it and see it, it gives you a glance. I have a spot at the end that you can put, if you request from your personal doctor, you don't want normal ranges. Normal ranges are not going to tell you really anything. All that's telling you is what's normal for the area that the lab is testing. And if everybody's got issues going on, then it's not good. You want to ask for optimal ranges. I would include that information on there, but a lot of times it's very specific to which doctor you have, of what their optimal ranges are. But I do have a section at the end of that so that you can kind of compare where you are. But if you would like to get that, you can email me. It's Amanda@lifeanddna.com. Life, L-I-F-E, and A-N-D, DNA.com. And it's $15, and I will email that to you. And yeah, I'm going to try to get them on Etsy. I just haven't been able to do that yet. It costs a little bit to set up an Etsy account, and so I'm waiting a little while to do that. But if you would like that and you email me, I will make sure that we get it figured out and you get it. I also have one for my hormones and keep up with that, especially with them being kind of crazy right now. And with me doing the semaglutide, I'm about to make up another one for that one to keep up with. I need to keep up with the number of shots I've had and my dose. My dose personally isn't going to change, but a lot of people that do the semaglutide, they do change their dose. And, I want to keep track of how much I've lost and when it's time to pay and when I've hit, some goals, things like that. So I'll be making up a spreadsheet for that as well. And I will put the prices of all that in the show notes and how you get a hold of me. But yeah, if you just contact me if you're interested in any of those, I will get them to you, because I find them helpful. I like to be able, every single test that I have on a regular basis, I have a spreadsheet for. I even have one for, and this is TMI as well, but multiple times, and I'm fixing to have to get this checked as well. But I have uterine fibroids, and I keep track of the size of those to see if they've changed. And my thyroid nodules, I have a spreadsheet on the size of those. I like to personally just be able to look and see what's been going on, whether I'm getting better, worse, staying the same. I just like to know all of that. So yeah, that is what I have going on right now. And another big announcement for my channel, I'm going to be starting, I already have it up on my Patreon page, and it's just Life and DNA with Amanda Renee. And I'm going to have 2 tiers. One is I homeschool, and I have a daughter going into high school, and she has to read, there's always the classics, things that you have to read. I thought it would be fun to do kind of like a book club, and I may bring my daughter in. I haven't discussed that with her or my husband just yet, but if they agree to it, I'm going to have her come in, and that be kind of part of her grade, discussing it on here. Might not do video with her, but just the audio podcast. And so we will go do I'll have a reading schedule, and she and I will keep up with that. And if you join the Patreon, it'll be $5 a month. And if you keep up with our reading schedule, and we'll have a monthly podcast and answer questions and discuss what's going on in the book, and just kind of in a way that we need to for homeschool, discussing, the different things that we need to discuss in the characters and what's going on. And so if you want to join us for that, just check out my Patreon page. I'm also going to be starting one where I love history. I am a big history buff. It's part of why genealogy is such a fascination for me, is because I love history. I love my family's history. I've always loved history, and I love reading books about history. And my cousin's wife just recently got me into historical fiction, so I thought, well, I'm reading these books anyway, why not have some of you participate with me if you'd like. And again, $5 a month, and I'll provide a reading schedule. I'm gonna pick probably someone from a certain genre. Right now I am reading about, it's called the America's First Daughter. It's about Thomas Jefferson's daughter, and her role in his presidency and his life. It's really, really good, but it's also got me very intrigued about that particular time in our country. So I may be choosing one about Thomas Jefferson. I'm also really into Scottish history. I've already read one about Robert the Bruce. I will probably reread that and do that on this channel in a few months. But I may be, I'm watching Outlander kind of off and on right now. And so I may do one about something from that time period. If you're interested in that, and you have a topic or a book that you would like to suggest, and you want to be part of that particular book club, email me, message me, let me know. And I will definitely look into that, because I'm kind of open on that right now. I haven't decided. I have a few for my daughter to choose from for her high school book, but I would definitely appreciate your input. If there was something you wanted to read with me and join with me, that would be awesome. But yeah, that's what I have going on. I'm excited about them. I love to read. I love to talk about what I read. I usually don't have anybody to talk about it with. So I am loving that my daughter's old enough to read some of the books that I've loved reading. I know we'll have to read some that I don't particularly love, just so she gets a well-rounded education. But I'm excited to have her to talk with, and I would really be excited to have some of you to talk with as well. And so, yeah, if you would like to join us, I'm going to be picking a book very soon, probably within the next week. So if you have a suggestion, I'd appreciate it. And I hope you join me over there, because I think that would be fun. I've always wanted to go to a book club, and now that my cousin's wife, we talk books whenever we see each other, but we live 5 hours apart, so we don't get too often. She gets to go to a book club, and I'm so jealous, but nobody around here where I live is really that interesting or interested in books. I mean, they're interesting, but they're not interested in the same things I'm interested in, is what I meant to say. Sorry if you live around here. That was rude. You are very interesting. I just have not met anyone that's interested in the same things I am interested in. And I've lived here all my life. So, yeah, I would appreciate it if some of you would join me, and then I can have someone to discuss things with. So, yeah. Don't forget, if you like the video, please click the like button. If you're listening on the podcast, if you would scroll down on my page and leave a review, I would appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram or on YouTube, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Thank you for joining me today on Life and DNA with Amanda Renee. Come back next week, and I will have a new episode for you. Bye.